Alright guys, I want to show you something here. So a lot of us when we're starting a solo, we get very boxed in, we're always like so this is a great shape. Obviously it's the one we all learn. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're playing solo, especially if you're trying to improvise, if you're just gonna sit there and just kind of boring, right? You kind of get over it. It's not great. So I'm gonna kind of help you guys break out of this little shape here by adding a couple different things. So if you're not familiar with guitar, this is basically the minor pentatonic. This is E. So we're an E minor pentatonic. So you got that's all great. A lot of songs were written based on this little box here, but let's try to break out of it a little bit. So everybody knows, the blues variation of that, which would be got a couple extra notes in there, right? A little bit more musical. Why not? Add a couple bends in there, some slides. A little bit of chicken picking. You even use notes that aren't even usually there, right? So I always like to hit the 13th fret here on the G. You kind of bend it up a little bit. You do it fast, you almost kind of get like a little bluesy, almost country style lick. Something like that. Play around with it, right? Try to break out of this box. You got so many notes over here, right? We got 24 frets, hundreds of notes, hundreds of variations, right? Have some fun with it. Try to skip some strings. So we went from the G right into the A. A little bit of vibrato. Realistically, guys and gals, whether you end up on a wrong note or a note that you don't think fits, as long as you end on something that kind of works, whatever you play in between doesn't really matter. So, I can just even go Kind of sounded musical. It wasn't the best thing, but you know, it works. Some double stops, right? Bend up the double stops. Go the other way around. See, I skipped there from the A to the G to the high E. Don't be afraid of going up high, right? If you can't, you know, reach with your pinky. I know some of you guys, you don't have the strength, but just keep practicing, right? Like, I'm not even the best at it, but you know. Kind of all over the place there, but you get the idea. If you don't have that kind of reach, you know, the best way you can do it is to practice. And you can kind of see on my guitar here, this is a Charvel DK24, so it's very, looks classic, but you know, built for shredding. I got the carved heel right there, a little cutout right here, so it's very easy for me to get up super high. I could play the pickups if I wanted to, right? If you got anything out of there, but don't be afraid, right? The best way to learn how to do stuff like this, especially to break out of this little box, you know, I was a self-taught guitarist, so I don't even, theory-wise, I don't really know much on that, right? I just kind of play by feel, and I know what notes kind of go together, what doesn't go together, what you can kind of mix and match, jumble around. There's always a way. So what I kind of did was I just sort of would go on YouTube, just look up backing tracks, right? Like, focus on a key. So for example, we're in E minor right now. Just look up E minor backing tracks and you'll be amazed at what comes out of your mind if you just listen. Listen for a little bit of the backing track and then just kind of start laying down some stuff. And you'll honestly be amazed. And you keep doing that, you keep practicing. And the nice thing about not knowing what you're about to listen to is that it kind of keeps you guessing, and it keeps you kind of thinking of, okay, so what am I listening to? What can I play? That sort of thing. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I've built my my guitar journey. It's all been on feel and listening, and I learned the shapes, but I didn't really care much to learn the actual, the theory behind it or whatever it is. Now I can probably improve a lot if I did, but I think I'm at a point where I just kind of I do it for fun. I'm not really doing it to become a superstar. Try to kind of help you guys out a little bit, kind of do it my way.